Everyone talks about Kona, the Kona course, and how hot it is and how hard it is and the wind and the heat and the humidity but I don't think that's actually the factor that makes Kona such a hard race. I think the factor that makes Kona such a hard race is the competition, the level here. It's so far above any of the other races as far as the depth of the competition goes. You've got 55 guys all in the absolute peak condition on this one day. They've all focused their whole year around this race, and they're all on one day. Every other Ironman has another Ironman on the same day or the weekend before or the weekend after, where you're splitting the field, and some guys are on the off season then, and it's just the depth here makes this race hard. You really have to push from the beginning to the end. You have to go to that red line, and you have to repeat going to that red line. You have to go to that red line in the swim, and then in the first half of the bike you want to stay with that group, you have to go to your red line. On the way back down Harvey, when the guys are going 60-70 k's an hour, you have to go to that red line to stay with the group. Same on the run, you have to keep pushing to your limits. And in Ironman, you go over that limit just a little bit, your whole day can blow to bits. And that's the real thing with this race. Because there's such a depth of field, it doesn't reward being conservative. It rewards going for it and hoping you have a good day, which is also why you see so many people blow to bits at this race. You have to go for it. If you don't, you might as well not be on the island. Yeah, all the training's done when you go into race week. There's not much more that you can do as far as your fitness goes. Trying to keep the body loose, and obviously keeping the body loose kind of helps with the mind too, because as those body tightens up and you feel a race day nerves building and the tension building in your body, it can really mess with you mentally. You start feeling niggles here and niggle there and tightness there, and you think, oh my word, I'm not going to even be able to run. So playing that mental game and keeping your head out of that the whole race week is very important. And doing little sessions here and there, little swims, little bikes, little runs, to try and keep yourself loose is very important. But you need to obviously also be conserving that energy. Saturday is going to be a really tough day of going to the well, expending all your energy, and the more relaxed and refreshed you can be when you start that, the easier it's going to be to get through that long, tough day in the sun. So yeah, race week is about conserving energy, but at the same time keeping the body loose and comfortable. And then obviously the actual mental preparation, running through the whole day in your head as you go through race week, running through everything that's going to happen, all the potential pitfalls. Those are things that you have to process so that you've already thought about them if and when they do happen in race day, so you can not derail your day, get back moving. Things like punctures, things like being dropped by the group, whatever it might be, coming out the water and having a bad swim. You can overcome that if you're mentally prepared for it. I try and do quite a lot of visualization, but at the same time, you don't want to spend all your time building up the hype. And when you visualize running down Ollie Drive on race week, your heart rate goes up 10 or 15 beats, and you don't want to spend the whole week with your heart rate 10 or 15 beats higher than it should be. You want to be resting and recovering. So I try and block it off, do some visualization, get that heart rate up, focus on the race, and feel that adrenaline flowing, and then completely distract myself and watch Netflix, whatever it might be. Try and think about nothing, not think about the race at all, and that's an important part of race week. I get all my stuff together, all my gear set up so that I know that it's all there, because otherwise you run through, oh hell, have I packed this, have I packed that, what about this, I haven't organized that yet. So if I get it all early in the week, it's all sorted, it's in the corner of the room, then I don't have to think about it again. I know it's all there, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have a list going through my head around and around and around all race week. I've done the list, checked all the boxes, and now I can do it one more time before I check in on Friday, and I'm good to go.